Here we go now. I'm sorry, that's like one of my favorite songs to listen to before I get all amped up with my stuff. So, hey guys, it's Bree, aka Nerdy, and welcome back. Today is, yeah, I should know what today is, right? Today is Me, Myself, and I Mondays. Now, I'm restarting this because, you know, I let it fall to the wayside, and that's shame on me. I'm very buttheadish for that. So, I'm going to explain to you guys what the story is one more time from the beginning, but I'm doing it in 5 minutes, and I've already wasted about a minute sometime. So, let's get into it. So, the main character in my story is Deontay Brown, and you get to meet Deontay Brown in 3 different points of his life. Like what we were when we were kids, man. When we were in high school, we didn't really know where we wanted to go. We didn't really have all these thoughts. We were just like trying to survive and get the cute girl at school, and, you know, trying to make sure that we study for this chemistry test that was always coming up. Always. Or math test. Oh, man. The math test. I suck at math. But I passed it, though. Your older self when you're 26, when he'd be 26. And he's just now graduating college. He is, you'll find out that he's kind of been working as a cop already, so that's how I'm able to transition into a detective, through this relationship that he has, so that's how that works. And then you get to see Deontay when he's older, and he's now a private investigator, and not a detective. And there's other events in his life that are going on that, you know, you find out in the story. So, now, the way that these lifelines become connected is through a series of events, and once that happens, he's now able to communicate with his younger self, his self when he is in the like 26-year-old age, and his older self when he's around 50 something, and they're all able to communicate and talk together. And the villain of the story, his name is Leo Chun. He's actually named after my buddy Michael Chun. Mike, what's up? Shout out. The one big thing I can tell all you guys that are making stories and starting from the beginning is to put as much love in inside your hero as you do your villain. And I just noticed you can't see those diddly squat. Alright, so I'll post them up in the back right here. Alright, so you know, you got your hero and then you got your villain. And you want to pay as much attention and detail to the hero as you do the villain, because the villain is your counterbalance of the story. Actually made sure that I had these two down packed, so that way when you're reading like why one's chasing the other and why the other one's doing what he's doing, it actually is a compelling story. You actually want to watch it more. But I know that like the bigger question is, how, Bree, how do they you know, do this thing where they're able to communicate with their own selves? Well, they're actually able to access the 4th dimension, or at least my version of the 4th dimension, which I will explain. So, as you can see in the background, you start off with the 3rd dimension. Now, in the 3rd dimension, you have point A, and then you have point B, right? And you can only move forward in point A. That's, you know, how life goes. You're always constantly moving forward. You can never, ever, whatever you do, you can never go backwards. It just doesn't work, right? That's just how life is. So, you know, in point A, you're alive and you're born, and then point B, you're dead and you're dying. That's just how things are. Sorry, that's just how it works. So, in my story, the characters are able, through accent, are able to access the 4th dimension. And in the 4th dimension, when you're able to access these higher levels, you actually have 3 points, you know, and that's the 3 versions of your life, 3 ages of your life. You have point A, point B, and point C, and that's how that all works, and they're all connected. Now, from point A to point B is obviously when you're a baby going up to your like 20-somethings or your 30-somethings, and then from that point, it'll be from your 30-somethings down to, you know, your death. That's how it works. But the change is now, you know, you're able to access from your death to your birth. That's how things work in this story. You know, you're always alive, you're always going to college, you're always in high school, you're always doing these things. And with that, you know, as you can see, there's a giant circle. That's how these things are all connected. You can only live like forever. You can only access your forever amount of lifespan. So if the character lives from 1 to 100, he's only able to access the time that he's existed on the planet from 1 to 100. And that's just how the story would work for Me, Myself, and I. Simple, right? I try to keep it as simple as possible. But yes, thank you guys for rocking with me. I love you. Also, your new nicknames. I had come up with a new nickname for everybody. Everybody's new nickname is Groganites. My buddy suggested that I call you Groganites, and I was like, yes. I listen to the beat Archer, right? And if you're a nerd, you're like me, then you realize that name came from the Small Soldiers. But we're twisting it because I can't really use that name. It's called copyright. I'll get X. But if I spell it my way, then it's not. I'm changing it. You know, it's not spelled, you know, G-O-R-O-U-N-I-T-E-S. Yeah, I can spell. I can totally spell. It's spelled, you know, Knights. N-I, you know, I-G-T-H. Wait, is that right? My knight. I have knighted you. You've become part of the channel. You are real. Together, we shall take over the internet with comic book style fashion. So, thank you guys. I love you. Have a great night. Actually, you know what? It's not night. Just have a great day. Enjoy yourself. Whenever you're watching this. If you guys have any questions or comments, or you just want to know more about the story, leave a message below. I will respond back to you. And as always, like, hit me up. Just do whatever. Anyway, whenever you're watching this, just thank you for watching and rocking out with me. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, guys.